Hello and welcome back to Star Trek Online, episode 13. In our last episode, we discovered a hidden Tal Shiar base. And and now we're going to go try to find the Reman base.
We know from the information you recovered from the Vahar system that the Tal Shiar are planning to attack a Reman settlement in the Dara system. We have an opportunity to reach the settlement first. This may be a completely internal matter, and if so, the Prime Directive will come into play. We will not be able to interfere, but if there is an outside influence directing these matters, we must know what it is. Our encounters with the Undine and the Changelings have proven that there are entities attempting to move the powers of the Quadrant like pieces in a cow-toe game. It is essential to protecting the Federation to see these attempts for what they are and counter them. I want you to go to the Dara system and learn more about the Reman uprising. The Remans will have hidden their base, so you may have to use subterfuge to find it. One more thing. I realize this is a dangerous situation and that you may be drawn into conflict, but do not antagonize the Remans or the Romulans if you can avoid doing so. We are already at war with the Klingon Empire. I would prefer to avoid another extended conflict.
Alright, get some dilithium, maybe a console, and apparently a disruptor.
I have new missions for you.
Lieutenant Commander, the Remans are jamming our sensors, and there's no way to determine where their base is located without assistance. We need a guide. Sensors are picking up a communication satellite nearby. We should be able to modify it to emit a signal that the Remans will think is from one of their ships. When the Remans send someone to investigate the signal, we can get a sensor lock on their ship and follow them back to their base. Sounds good. Modifications are complete, Commander. When we trigger the transmission, the Reman should think it's from a vessel that is losing power and needs assistance. There's a micro nebula aft of our location that should be sufficient to conceal the Oberon's energy signature while we wait for our Reman guide to arrive. Captain, the Reman ship has cloaked, but its engines are damaged and the sensors are detecting a tachyon leak. Can't stay hidden for long. If we distract the Romulans, then the Remans will have a chance to decloak and go to warp. Otherwise, I don't think they can last long against the Romulans. If the Reman vessel is destroyed, we'll lose our best chance at finding the base. Alright. Let's start off with a fight. Never get out of this micronebula. Captain, incoming hail from the lead Romulan vessel. They know we're here. Putting it on the main screen now.
Ah, you're a good distance out of your Federation's territory, aren't you? Offer no aid or assistance to these Reman rebels and leave this system immediately. If you do so, I can overlook your intrusion into an internal affair. Otherwise, I will be forced to see your presence here as an invasion of Romulan territory. That would be unfortunate. For you.
Yeah, no.
Target's shields have failed.
That was a little too easy. Scout ship is decloaked. They'll try to shake us. We need to stay close to get a lock on their ship's warp signature. Reman's ship has executed a short warp jump. We have a continuous lock on its coordinates. Let's go. Not picking up any ships here, Commander, but I wouldn't be surprised if there are more cloaked ships in the area. Reman cloaked ships can appear as concentrations of tetrion particles. I will continue scanning the area. There is something interesting on the planet's surface, however. Sensors are detecting a large underground installation, and it could very well be the base that the Reman resistance is using. The entire area is protected by a magnetic shield, though, so we can't transport inside. There is a series of caverns connected to the installation. We could send a team there and try to find a way to disable or circumnavigate the magnetic shielding. Alright, let's beam down. Commander, this is incredible. The underground cavern we are in is natural, but the base itself is a ship. The Derridex class, if my tricorder readings are correct. The Remans moved a derelict vessel into the cavern. We appear to be in a maintenance area adjacent to the hull of the ship. The Remans probably mine these tunnels for raw materials. I'm picking up multiple veins of ore that could be useful if they're replicating ship parts or weapons. I'm not reading any way into the ship from here, though. We'll need to find an entrance. This tunnel leads directly into the main area of the base, sir, but it's completely blocked. I wonder if the weapon in its highest setting would breach it. The gate is made of titanium alloy, Commander. There's no way a hand weapon will blast through it. We need something with a lot more power. That's it. Sir, did you see the mining laser? If it's operational, we may be able to use it to modify it to do its job. I think the controls for the laser are on the other side of this wall. Something must be wrong with the mining laser, sir. We should perform a more detailed scan to determine the source of the problem. Commander, the mining laser's power system isn't strong enough. We won't be able to won't be able to cut through titanium. I think there are several different ways we can fix this. Your career training may help. Your applied tactics instructor always told you to use whatever was available to get the job done. You think you could modify the power cell of a hand weapon to boost the outpower power of the mining laser. Starfleet weapons aren't compatible, but the Remans may have left something suitable in the cave. Alright, see if we can find it. And those are massive spiders. All the power cells you need, but before you can use the boost power, you need to fuse them together. Alright, now we get to use it. That did it, sir. Power to mining laser is steady and we should be able to ready to fire. Alright, success. The path inside the Reman base is clear, Commander. Remans will be alerted to our presence, so we need to be careful. I have a feeling Obisek wants to see us.
nights are cold, and there's not enough food. It is a place like any other. For now we are safe from the Tal Shiar, but I fear that will soon change.
My wife was working on a mining ship. This was not a military vessel. It had no weapons and limited shields. It was not in restricted space, and it threatened no one. The Tal Shiar captured it, and questioned everyone on the crew for weeks. My wife died screaming in a Tal Shiar interrogation chamber. I fight for her. What do I want? I cannot answer that question. All I wanted, all I will ever want, died with my wife.
The nights are cold.
Did I already talk to this guy?
My wife was working.
Apparently I did. I went backwards.
This place won't be safe forever. We have to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. Prepare the... Ah, it's you. Welcome to the heart of the Resistance, little spy. There is so much for us to discuss, and so little time. The Tal Shiar have discovered this, our last refuge. They will be here soon, and my people and I will have to fight for our lives. Yet one question remains. Will you be our friend? Or our enemy? My hope is that you are here to talk, but I am prepared for the alternative. The Tal Shiar could arrive at any time. Speak quickly.
Why are you doing this? Why fight the Tal Shiar?
Why? You ask why? This place is one of the last sanctuaries left to my people, and even it is lost to us now. The Romulans have driven us from our homes, destroyed our ships, and captured or killed our loved ones. They seek to exterminate us, and we will not go quietly. Understand, I do not want this war. I want freedom for my people. It is the Romulans and the Dark Masters they serve who have caused this. Now they must suffer the consequences. Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Did Sela order these attacks?
This campaign of terror is the Tal Shiar's doing, not the Empress's. Still, Sela does nothing to stop it. There is little love between the Empress and the Tal Shiar. Did you know that many years ago, she was exiled from Romulus for attempting to assassinate the head of their order? The Tal Shiar have their own masters, and Sela despises what she cannot control. Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Why do you think the Tal Shiar are doing this?
Hakiv and the Tal Shiar no longer serve the Empire. The demons of air and darkness are their masters now. They whisper in the night for chaos and despair, and Hakiv gives them blood as tribute. Our blood.
Demons of air and darkness. The Iconians.
Is there anything else you wish to ask? I have never seen one of these demons, and I will not speak their name, but I know they exist. Eons ago, they ruled this part of the galaxy. After thousands of years of tyranny and death, the races they ruled rose up against them, driving them from their home world into unexplored space. We thought they had been destroyed. We were wrong. The demons of air and darkness survive, and they hunger for revenge. Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Do you still have Thaleron weapons?
A small supply. They are terrible things. Weapons of war so horrible, they should have never been invented at all. But they were. And my enemies are great. If I must resort to barbarism to free my people, that is not too high of a price to pay. Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Have you tried to find a peaceful solution?
There will be no peace. Not while Hakiv lives. This is not a problem that can be solved by diplomacy. Hakiv kills my people, I kill his. That is how it will be, until one of us is dead. Is there anything else you wish to ask?
What do you want from me?
We need your help. Talk to Starfleet Command. Tell them what you have seen. Tell them if my people are to survive, we need assistance. Starships, soldiers, medicine, protection for the refugees. I'm asking for the Federation's aid. You claim to be an organization dedicated to freedom for all peoples. Tell me, will you help my people now? Is there anything else you wish to ask?
I may not agree with your tactics, but I will not stop you.
I am glad you see things my way. Get instructions from your commanders if you must, but the battle rages, and we must join it. With your help, my people will be free. I'm pleased you see that my cause is just. We can do great—
Sir, Romulan transporter signals detected. The Tal Shiar have entered the base.
Start the evacuation. We must get the civilians out. Commander Rashna, transport the reinforcements here. Tell them to assist our new ally. I will return to my ship and attempt to hold off their forces. Help my soldiers defend this base. Fight well, my friend. My people are counting on you.
Commander, we've lost transporter lock on you and the way team. Tal Shiar must have activated transport inhibitor. You'll need to find the inhibitor and shut it down. Well. The Reman should be able to handle it from here, Commander. We should return to the ship and report to Admiral Tanay. Obisek trusts us. I don't know if he's right about the outside influence on Keeve's actions, but I'm sure he believes these demons are real. If there's someone directing Hakeev to attack the Remans, this isn't a purely internal matter now, and the requirements of the Prime Directive aren't as clear. Even if he's wrong, Obisek is asking for the Federation's help. Without it, the Remans may be exterminated. Are we supposed to simply ignore genocide? That was an easier mission.
I sympathize with Obisek's plight, but I do not know if we will be able to assist him. He has no proof of these demons that he claims are directing Hakeev's actions. Without that, becoming directly involved in this conflict would be a violation of the Prime Directive. We will protect the Federation, offer aid to the refugees, and keep this conflict from spilling over into our territory. But if Obisek and his followers are going to continue this fight, they will do so without Starfleet support. I have new missions.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Alright, there's more going on here. We just can't ignore it.
I agree with you. There is more to this story, and we must continue to follow the trail until all is revealed. As I have said, directly assisting the Remans against the Tal Shiar would be interfering with an internal affair, and that is prohibited by Starfleet regulations. However, I will authorize you to continue investigating this matter. If you can find evidence that supports Obisek's claims, then more options will be open to us.
We're being hailed by Obisek. Put him on screen now.
The Reman Resistance is very much in need of your help.
Alright, that'll be a mission for next week. And thank you all for joining me once again. And I will see you in the next one.